afternoon everyone, and welcome to another video. Do you own an M140i? I know there's a lot of you out there, or are you thinking of getting one? If you do, or if you are, have you ever wondered how the M140i compares to an M4? And more specifically, how an M140i compares to an M4 on track? I have, and thanks to some video of a hot lap from last Saturday from my friend Jeff, today I've got a detailed lap comparison of both cars around Goodwood. And what exactly are we comparing here? The cars, my March 2017 manual M140i and Jeff's October 2018 manual M4 competition package. Both cars were almost completely standard at the time the laps were set. Mine was set from a track day before I had my LSD fitted. Other than tyres and brake fluid, both cars were exactly as they left the factory. My M140i was running Michelin's PS4 tyres. Jeff's M4 was running Michelin's PS4S tyres. And both cars had ATE Type 200 brake fluid, but we're both running standard discs and pads. Book figures suggest my M140i is about 110 horsepower light against the M4, 50 newton meters or 37 pounds-foot of torque down, but I am 100 to 150 kilograms lighter. Tyre-wise, mine runs 225 section tyres up front and 245 at the back. And on Jeff's M4, his front tyres are 265s and the rear are 295s. That's quite a difference. DSC was fully off on both cars, so there were no driver aids at all, and that means that in my car, by default, my suspension was firm and my steering was in the heavier mode. On Jeff's car though, you can configure it individually, so he had DSC fully off and his steering and suspension were both in comfort mode. The two laps were filmed on different days, but the ambient temperature and the track conditions looked to be quite similar. So similar but different. Different enough to make a difference to the overall result? You can be the judge of that, but personally, I think not. And the two laps had different drivers, myself and Jeff. I've done a couple of thousand laps around Goodwood, and Jeff's lap was from his first ever visit there. When you see the track footage though, you'll see my laps there gave me precious little advantage. Our two laps, our lines were almost identical. I mean, to the millimetre. Anyone would think Jeff had been watching my track videos in preparation over and over and over and over again. What can we expect from this lap comparison then? Well, I think we can all agree that the M4 is going to be quicker, but by how much? Here follows two comparisons of the laps. The first breaks the lap down into individual sectors from turn-in point to exit point on each of the corners and the straights in between. At each track marker, I'll pause the video, show you the time difference and let the slower car catch up so we can see throughout the lap where the time is gained and lost. And now I have a real-time side-by-side comparison, so you can see how all of those different sector times add up. So there you have it. No surprise really, but what do you think? 3.6 seconds around Goodwood. Is that good or is that an embarrassment? To put 3.6 seconds into perspective, that's about how much quicker this car is compared to my Ford Fiesta around Goodwood. I'll put a link to that video up in the corner there. To sum up then, 3.6 seconds around Goodwood, that's quite a lot. My conclusion from all of this, the M4 is a weapon. I want one. I want a manual one. I want Jeff's. As always, subscribe, like, share, and thanks for watching my BMW M140i versus M4 lap time comparison video.